question. The business school is known for having good postgrad representation. How do you plan to maintain this?
As Programme Rep, over the 2 years, it's something I've been working on. So every month I'll email postgraduates the email and I'll check in and see what's happening. I feel that at the Student Union, undergraduates are promoted significantly, and I feel that postgraduates should be promoted just as much. And me having the relationship, the professional relationship with the postgrads, I feel that it's a benefit to you and it's a benefit to the Student Union if I was faculty chair.
Like Becky said, this year we've had a fair number of MA students as our reps, and it's worked quite well. We've increased from last year, which is a really good start. But what I think is we need a better communication between undergraduates and postgraduate students, and then that way they can feed their experience through and they can offer advice where it's needed.
How would you encourage communication between staff and students?
This is also another manifesto point for me. I've been working on this already this year. We've developed it quite well, but there is so much more still left to be done. An example of this is I've been involved in organising the dialogue days for the business school, and this is an opportunity for staff and students to come together to talk about assessment or feedback or resources and have that open space to feel comfortable about what they're doing.
As Vice Chair currently, I've been interacting with the academics on a regular basis across business management and also English language. I found that it's very beneficial to have an efficient communication network because it's not just about me, it's about getting the students to know their academics and being able to feel comfortable in talking to their academics. So using what I already know, I feel that as faculty chair this is a great opportunity for me to make it better. Thank you.
Your final question, how do you feedback about something you didn't agree with that was happening within your Faculty Enhancing Student Experience Committee or your Faculty Quality and Standards Committee?
As faculty chair, although my opinion matters, it's not about my opinion, it's about the students, and if I didn't agree with something I would still feedback it to the students in a positive manner because it's not about me, it's about the students, and I would speak to the students, find out what they think. If they feel it's, if they agree with what I think, then I would go through the appropriate stages in an appropriate manner. Thank you.
Yeah, we've had a lot of things that have come back from QSC and ESEC this year that we've put forward to Faculty Forum open for discussion. And like Becky said, my opinion shouldn't come into it. We should have an open forum for things like this, and I would be asked to feedback anyway to those relevant committees when those meetings came around again to have the student feedback represented equally.
Would anyone on the floor like to ask either of our business students a question? Yes, Jen?
It's to both of them. As a current member of the exec team, I'm well aware that there sometimes can be a bit of a rift in opinions. Exec teams can be divided. How would you deal with that? Or if, in worst case scenario, how would you deal with somebody falling out with each other within the exec team?
Well, if I'm honest, when we're supposed to be representing everyone, personal rifts and stuff that is outside the union shouldn't really come into it. We're here to represent the students, not our own personal vendettas.
As Grace said, that is incredibly important. It's about the students and it's not about people within these two sections. The way you could resolve this, I feel, is by maybe having some sort of leadership exercise team so we can all get to know each other and work as a team better, because there's nothing more than going out there and being put on the spot as a team, because it puts you under pressures and you can make new friends doing it that way, and I feel that maybe offering that would be beneficial.
Any other questions for our business delegate? Yeah.
How can you ensure that all student feedback is received and worked on?
Student feedback, I was obviously part of my manifesto points, and it's something I've been working on for the past 2 years as programme rep. I currently, at the moment, I'm monthly or fortnightly, I'm checking in with the academics and with module feedback, with assessment feedback, and I think it's really important because the students already feel that they can approach me and talk to me about these issues, and as faculty chair, if you've already got the loyalty and the trust from your students, then it's going to work well as within that role.
Student feedback is how we run this university. Staff may seem like scary people to approach, but they're really not. They welcome your feedback as much as we do as the Students' Union. And ways to see that things are done, you need to be consistent with what you're promising, you need to be passionate about what you're wanting to do, and you need to strive for the student voice.
Any other questions from the floor? Yes, Amy.
Thank you. Can you guys hear me up there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come down a little bit.
Garbage.
Yeah, sure. Hey girls. So quick question. On manifestos, I've noticed that there are more and more projects being made that aren't necessarily academically based. So for example, international and housing. So how would you guys work with your faculties to tackle issues such as housing and international students?
Well, we have YSJ International with as a university anyway, so I'd have regular meetings with them to see what they're doing, have meetings with the Welfare and Diversity Officer to also see what he or she is up to, and then put that forward to the students, say, look, this is what we're doing, we want to get involved as much as you do.
So currently, the housing page on Facebook is one of the pages I run alongside Amy. It's something that I'm really passionate about. Like I mentioned already, it's about the external as well as the internal. I would hold maybe a meeting in the future with the students of that page to see what we can do to improve housing. On the international scale, I'm very much involved with the internationals, and obviously you've got YSJ International. By doing that, it will allow me to make it much more easy, better.
Any other questions from the floor? Okay, big round of applause for Becky and Grace.